welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to turn your bedroom into an elegant, dreamy, expensive feeling room in just a few steps. So if you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering how I was able to create the space that I did in my bedroom. And I did that in just a couple really actually easy steps. Nothing in here is really that expensive. This room had to be very budget friendly. I had to use what I had. It was a little challenging at first, but that's why I am here to help you so you don't have to figure this out the way I did. Let's start with the main components. Now, the bed in the room needs to be the focal point. That needs to be the most important part of the entire room. You want it to be very textured. You want it to be very comfortable looking, like you just want to hop into bed all the time. I could have gone the route to paint this a navy blue or even a black or a brown, but I went with this Bone Lime Wash. The color on my walls is by JH Wall Paints. I used color 103. If you're in the design world, you definitely know what lime wash is. It's so on trend right now. Everybody's using it and I love it so much because it creates a depth effect that you don't get with normal paint, which it's very easy to do. You create this sort of almost natural stone looking finish on just drywall. And it isn't that expensive. The paint was actually the one thing that I really splurged on for this room. Other elements of the room I had already had, and I liked these pieces and I kept them. So many of the pieces in here are thrifted. So many are antiques. And the things that are new, I made sure that I didn't spend a whole lot of money on. A lot of big name stores have very trendy pieces. A lot of the accessories in my room are from Target and World Market. Those two stores have saved my life. On my bed, I used a duvet and linen sheets. My linen sheets were Casaluna from Target, and my duvet and duvet cover were from IKEA. Linen is a very on-trend fabric at the moment. Everybody's using linen. It's just earthy. It's very reminds me of cheesecloth. It reminds me of burlap. They're just it's textural too. So it makes you feel like very cozy in bed. The art over the bed was thrifted. I don't know where we got it. I know my mom got it a long time ago and it was sitting in another room of the house. And I just wanted to put it in my room because I think it's a really pretty piece and I love it. It looks so amazing. I have a canopy bed. Probably thinking, canopy beds are so out. Why would I have a canopy bed? They're low. Especially if you have lower ceilings like I do, my ceilings are only 8 feet tall. I am also 6'3". At first, I was very skeptical of putting this bed in my room. This bed is Ethan Allen. It is pretty old. I think it's a collection that they don't make anymore, but it's so amazing and I was so skeptical about putting a canopy bed in my room because my room seems smaller with the queen bed, and also I have 8-foot ceilings. So I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I put the bed up. I still didn't really like it at first, but now I'm about 6 months into having this bed in my room. I love it. I love it so much, even with the canopy. I know a lot of beds at like Pottery Barn and Crate and Barrel are 4-poster, but they are not actually canopy. I like my canopy. I think it actually makes my ceilings look taller. And it feels very luxurious, very expensive to sleep in this bed with this canopy around me. I love it so much. The wood color, I was also skeptical about that. I was like, I love blonde wood. I like oak. My floors are oak. I don't know, how this color wood is really gonna look in my bedroom, but it works. It works so well. It blends with everything. I feel like this is a wood color that you can't go wrong with. So next is lighting. I cannot stress enough how important lighting is, especially in a bedroom. Bedrooms are supposed to be, they're supposed to be relaxing. They're bedrooms, they're where we sleep. They're supposed to be inviting, they're supposed to be calming because it's where we sleep. Recessed lighting in your bedroom is probably not gonna look very good in the long run just because it sheds too much light on the space. You don't have a lot of shadow, and there's not a lot of light play happening, not a lot of shadows. Floor lamps, wall sconces, and table lights are your best bet. Ceiling lights, unless you can get something that will cast an interesting shadow or will create a very warming effect, don't spend a lot of money on your ceiling light, or get something that is very non-obtrusive. When it comes to ceiling fans, I know a lot of people love to have a ceiling fan in their bedroom. I get it, I get very hot at night. However, if you're going to have a ceiling fan in your bedroom, even though I recommend you do not because it's not very aesthetically pleasing, If you are going to have one, make sure that it is the same color as your ceiling. Make sure that it is extremely minimal. And make sure you don't get the ones that have the lights built into them. Just get the fan. Like, don't get the fan and light combo. On my dresser, I guess you could say there's 2 lamps there because I have my wall sconce, which is from World's Market, and my table light, which is from Crate & Barrel. And my ceiling light is new from Crate & Barrel. It was actually very affordable. I got it on sale, and I think it's still on sale right now on CB2 actually. So if you want to get that lamp, I would go and do it like pretty quickly. So I would go check that out as soon as possible. Next is your accessories. So accessories play a key part in making your bedroom feel very hotel-like. Now, when I say accessories, I don't mean clutter, because that can look very messy. I know that sometimes our bedrooms can get out of hand. Trust me, I have a pile of clothes in my corner that I'm not showing you. When it comes to your surfaces, like the top of your dresser, your nightstands, your desks. I know a lot of people have desks. I have, as you can see, this big 13-foot long shelf, and that shelf in the back used to be covered in just everything that I owned. I had my trophies, I had my memorabilia, I had everything. I definitely want to go with something more intentional, and I think that word is very important, intention. You really want to decorate with complete intention. You don't want anything to seem sort of haphazard. Make sure that when you're styling, you have your look in mind. I think that having 3 words to go off of is very, very important because it helps keep you grounded. I would say the 3 words that I used in here were natural, vintage, and comfortable. Definitely comfortable. Because when I am home, because I'm usually at school, but when I am here, I definitely want this place to be very serene, very relaxing, and it is. I've really created that space that I feel like it's just a dreamscape. I love it in here. And finally, you definitely cannot neglect your natural light. So my room is definitely not gifted with a lot of natural light. My windows are north facing and west facing, so I do not get hardly any sunlight in here. I don't get any rays of light. My lighting situation is actually pretty grim. My sister got the better lighting situation. Her bedroom lighting is amazing. I was not gifted with that. But if you do have a room where you're gifted with a lot of natural light, please, please, please show it off. Yeah, as you can see, I do not have blinds in my room. I just have shears and curtains. These shears allow for constant light to come in. I know that with blinds, a lot of people often just leave them shut. And especially, I would say, I'm also sort of against Roman shades, just because those are more difficult to open. You're probably going to open those a lot less. So stick with the shears and the curtains. My curtains are completely blackout, so when I do want it to be dark in here, even though I rarely do because it's already dark enough, I can close those. That's very helpful in the morning when because the sun comes out at around 7 or 8 and I'm still in bed by then. I do not want that light coming in, so these blackout curtains really help me so much. So the things that you need to create an expensive looking bedroom: texture. You want comfy, cozy, and relaxing fabrics that make you feel very at home and very comfortable when you're sleeping. Lighting. You want your bedroom to be warmly lit and lowly lit. So warm lighting and not a lot of lighting. And if you have a ceiling fan, make sure that it is barely visible. Accessories. When you're accessorizing, do not do it haphazardly. Make sure that you always have intention behind your decor, even the smallest things, like a tray or a picture frame or plant. Definitely make sure that you use intention in 100% of what you do. And the 3-word technique. Make sure that you have 3 words that completely encompass your design profile and will keep you on track for your entire design so you don't lose track of what you're doing. So that is all from me today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like and comment on this video and tell me what you want to see next. I'm more than happy to help. I have a lot more rooms in this house I can talk about and a lot more different techniques. I barely scratched the surface in this video. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.